What's up? What's up? What's up? Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Happy Friday. I hope everyone had a productive and prosperous week. uh, my name is Jeremiah Davis, and I am the funding coach, and this is Black Label Friday. Black Label CRM is a white label software that automates business credit building and business loans. We offer 20 different loan products within the software and a step-by-step automated business credit building system. Those that will be interested in the Black Label CRM are those who want to be in the loan brokerage arena, and they also want to help their clients, their other business owners in their community, build business credit. Basically, your business credit building and funding business in a box. Okay. And we've had been on the market for over a year, just over a year now. And we have enough, a lot of people that are purchasing the software and learning how to do loans, learning how to do build business credit the new post-pandemic way, right? Building the fundamentals of building business credit are all the same, but there are some new things that that are included in the software that a lot of people still don't know about, and that wasn't taught, hasn't been taught to most people when they're building their business credit. All right. The worst thing, well, I don't want to say it's the worst thing, but one of the things I deal with on a daily basis is clients coming to me to get a business loan for their business, and all they have is business credit, right? So they have, say, an 80 paydex score, intelligence score, and they think they can get a business loan just based on that alone, which is not accurate. Okay. And then some other things about building up the comparable credit, having the right mix of credit, things like that, having good personal credit, as well as a strong business credit file, right? A strong business credit file has a number of different things that lenders and creditors look for. They look for, the revenue of the business, the age of the business, the bank rating score, right? If you go back to some of my other lives, you will see I do some extensive teachings on what bank ratings score is, and that's one of the major things that lenders look at before they extend you a loan or a line of credit, and then as well as comparable credit, right? If you don't have comparable credit for the amount that you're asking for in a line of credit or in a funding, um, you're not going to get approved, right? So it's just not about having a good, business credit score. There's just like on personal credit file, you have to have the right mix of credit, the right types of trade lines. You have to have so many revolving trade lines. You got to have so many installment trade lines, you know, things like that. You got to have and these in the business credit vendors out there that extend these lines of credit, whether it be a net 30, a net 60, a net 90, or 120, or revolving, they have their qualification and requirements to get approved for those type of cards. And a lot of these vendors are hip to the fact that a lot of people are trying to build business credit as a one-off, right? I'm gonna build my business credit, and then I'm not gonna touch anymore, and I'm gonna get what I want. Well, these people that extend these lines of credit, these businesses that extend these lines of credit, don't want you to do that. They want you to continue to use those month after month to buy your products and services so you can service your clients. And they want to give you increases, right? So if you don't use them, you're not going to get the increases. You're not going to build the business credit score file, your business credit file to its maximum potential, and you're basically shortchanging yourself. So that's what Black Label CRM, it gives you those tools, the qualifications and requirements that lenders, creditors, vendors are all looking for when they're extending lines of credit, credit cards, and funding. Okay, so today the topic is about uh, client acquisition, right? And I think a lot of people out there, if you got the software already, and are you actively engaging with clients? You have some type of campaign, email campaign, social media campaign? Are you doing, lives? Are you doing TikToks? Things like that to generate people to drive traffic to your success scan. Okay, so the concept, and we teach you this in the software. We teach you how to succeed using the software. We give you a wide range of tools because we want you to be the um, the authority in business credit and business funding in your community, right? That we want you to be the go-to person when a business is looking for business credit or business funding, that you are one that they're aware of, or they're seeing your marketing and your advertising, or they heard about you through another a friend or family member that has a business. Um, but for you to be the authority, you got to use the software, use the tools in the software, right? So I'm going to go into some of this right today with the tools that come with the software and how to utilize those tools to reach your goal, right? We pretty much give you the blueprint. What you want to do, you want to get at least 100 success scans per month, right? And convert those pre-approved success scans into a loan product, right? Because the reason why most people are building their business credit is to access cash, right? Whether it be a business line of credit, whether it be just a loan, a business term loan, or something to that nature. So um, the first step in that is to drive them to your scan, right? Because in the software, we give you unlimited use of the success scan for life. Okay, so you can do 1,000 scans a month. It's not going to cost you any extra. All right, and then we got some additional tools we're adding as well. But so let me show you what the scan is, and then let me show you the scan results and how to use that. Then I'm going to show you some of the marketing tools that you can. You basically, when you get the people into the scan, the next steps. What are you going to do when they complete a scan? What are you going to do with them? Okay. So let me go ahead and share my screen and get right into it. I want you to succeed. Your success is my success. Okay. I want you to sign up as many business credit clients as you can. I want you to close as many loans as you can. Okay. And I want to help you get that, right? So the business you do, the more business I do. It's not rocket science. So I like to always think of myself as the silent partner in my clients' businesses because I'm helping them, whether it be business consulting, business funding, business credit, providing the software, these different tools and avenues for you to start and grow your business or add another a stream of revenue as well. That is, these things. This is how we build our wealth as well as build generational wealth is by having multiple products and services and multiple streams of income, right? And the software is not a major investment. It's the investment is not crazy. All right. We do offer financing as well. So there you can get this software, learn it, and go through it and be selling the services within less than 30 days, right? And one paying client can pay for the software for the entire year. So I'll cover that at the end. So, all right, let's go. Let me go ahead and share the screen. Go ahead. Got that. Got that. Okay, so now I'm going into the Black Label, the admin panel of Black Label CRM. I use the same software on Business Funding Now. This is all my clients are at over here. This is where I usually do my demonstrations and all that stuff like that. But I want to show you what this is the same thing in both all the softwares. It's the same type of layout, right? So client acquisition. Let me show you what the scan looks like. Okay. So right here we have a scan, right? So you will get the software is a complete white label. We actually build a subdomain off your primary domain. You look in the top left corner, it'll be member.yourdomain.com, right? And then your admin will be your admin login area where you get to this is your admin panel and dashboard where you'll do most of your work right from here. Okay. So, but with each person that gets the software, they get their own unique URL for their scan, right? And you can embed this into a social media post in an email campaign, things like that. And then you just, tell people, I mean, I use a simple thing like get pre-approved for one or more of our 20 different business loan types in less than 3 minutes. And so I'm actually going to do one for you right now, right? We have these little video avatars in here. We got a couple of different ones you can choose from, and they explain every step of the way for your client and for you as well. So let me put in this business, one of my businesses. I'm going to use the software company. Okay, we're going to use support email. I just want to show it to you in real time, how fast you can do this, right? I don't remember what my 800 number is, but I'll just put one, any of them in here. I'm not going to use that business address. Oh, Lord. I'll just use the old business address for these purposes. I was in Nashville. Now I am in Florida. We got what, 37298 and business phone number. We'll use contact number. Let me go ahead and put another contact number in here. 309 and then we're going to put, okay, does this business have an EIN? Yes. Do I have W-2 employees? No. All right. Click next, goes to the next. When was this business started? Let's say it was probably January of 2020, I think it was. Yeah, about 3 years ago. Major focus. It is software financial services. Okay, type of business. It's an S corp. All right, domain. Okay, average monthly revenue. Say about 50. Credit cards, all credit cards. Then we're going to do does amount owed to zero, because everything zero, right? This is just basic information. Purchase orders, I'll say 10,000. Equipment, yeah, 5,000. Okay, now the software goes out and checks 150 points of data that are public record on this business. Now, this business is actually a DBA of my parent company, so it's not coming up here. So I'm just going to leave this alone. I'm not going to. If it was a down here, then you would select the one with the similar name. So it's going to pull up all the public records with a similar name, and you have to identify which one. Right? You see how fast that happened? I just would type that information in, and the software went out and checked the 150 different data points that are public record regarding the business and the business owner, right? And then the next step is to let the software know where your credit score is based on the honor system, right? So just go ahead, put this in here, put this in here, right? It says, have you ever filed bankruptcy? No. You have any judgments? No. Okay, and we're going to click next. Right now, this is just a summary of the data that we inputted, and then we're just going to click continue. All right, so the software is going to generate the client link portal, and then the basically the username and password, so the client can log in to the software. Okay, and now let's take a look at the results from that. Okay. Did I type it in right? I might have typed it in wrong. Let me go back to the admin panel. Okay, so Now I'm going to go into my members area, go to member search, and then this is going to bring up all the clients that have completed the scan. So Black Label doesn't do the business credit and funding. So this is all for software users, basically in sales. So I'm just using this for demonstration purposes. Okay. Support at blacklabelcrm.com. blacklabelcrm.com. Well, that is a little odd because I should have gotten, let me see if it's in a junk. You know what? I probably don't even have it set up. Let me go ahead and double check this. Okay. Well, this is what the scan looks like when it comes in. Let me just make sure. You know, never, things don't always work when you're doing a live, so just roll with it. Okay, so in that split second, you would get the qualifications or the results from the scan. So based on the information that was entered, then it's telling me that a client can be a pre-approved for one or more of these 20 different loan types. This particular client is approved for, what is this, 7 different types of loans. So I can take this client directly into a funding product, one of these funding products, day one, right? Contact them, get the supporting documents, discuss the type of loan that's best suited for them and the quickest turnaround time, and then move it, keep it moving on, right? But that is a powerful tool when you can get pre-approvals within minutes, right? And then take that client directly. Now, if the client didn't have any, the most common reason is their business is not making any revenue and or they have bad credit. But even if the business is making revenue and they have bad credit, they go pre-approved for like a working capital or accounts receivable or MCA type loan like that, right? And then in the software, if we go back to the members section and pull up that particular client, it's going to tell me which these loans are, right? So you're going to get the um, the results of the scan in the email, right? But also in the CRM, you're going to be able to go to the client's file here and then scroll down. Now, what this is showing you is the areas of the business that for the business credit needs to be addressed. So, since this is a DBA and not an actual S corp, it couldn't verify the entity, right? It couldn't verify the EIN or the bank account or any of these other things with the red X's. So, those are the things I would be talking to the client about as I'm building their business credit. But for funding purposes, we're going to go straight down here, and we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 loan products based on the data that was inputted on the scan that they can potentially pre-qualify for, right? So part of the consultation call is going to be, which one of these is the best fit, and can you provide the supporting documentation that these type of loans will require? Okay, business term loans. Typically, you need to be in business more than 2 years. Credit union, you need to have good personal credit. Business credit cards, you need to have good personal credit. Now, equipment financing, credit score only needs to be about a 600. Merchant cash advance, doesn't matter what your score is. SBA loan, you need to have a 700 plus credit. Okay, truck, utility vehicle purchases, the score is not a factor. It's because well, 600 is the minimum. The unsecured financing, you need good personal credit. So, and then in the software, we have these marketing tools, right? So we got a database building marketing tool. We got an email marketing tool. Let me go ahead and click on the email marketing tool. So we partner with a number of different companies to be able to help you build out an email campaign. blog posts and guest posts and summaries and things like that. So here are these companies that you can contact directly and um, and see if these one of their services matches up with you. But then we got industry partners, right? Why don't you get a list of accountants and bookkeepers or entity formation business attorneys, local marketing agency, business coaches, business brokers? These are all business types that can be referring you business credit and funding clients that want you provide them with the credit and the funding that they're looking for. They can go back to these clients and pay for their services as well. So we have a long list of ideas of potential referral partners that could be. I mean, just say you get, you know, half of these, and they all send you one a client a month. I mean, that's what I'm talking about. So you want to have those leads coming in, right? So this is it, right? You got your database building, so you can create an email marketing campaign. You got industry partners that you want to reach out to, form a relationship with, so they can become a referral agent and send you referrals. We got nationwide agencies that you can contact and potentially get a list of different businesses, business type, niche market businesses. I always say if you speak the same language as say, over the road trucker, right, owner operator, and you got messaging and your clientele's in that arena. If you craft your message to speak to that audience, excuse me, sorry about that, had a little tickle. Um, and then you can pretty much own that niche in your community or in your state, in your city. But how many are truck drivers are in your community that need business credit and funding? Okay, I there's trust me, the truck drivers are one of the um, consistent recurring clients that I get, right? People that are trying to transition from a W 2 employee to an owner operator or things like that. Already are an owner operator and they got one truck, but they need to get money to finance a second truck, things like that. Or maybe they are an owner operator, but they're renting the truck from a company and they want to buy their own truck because they can make more money if they have their own truck. Well, you can help that type of client by building their business credit and giving them access to equipment funding so they can get that truck that they need, right? We have LinkedIn engagement. So these are tools to generate clients. This is client acquisition, right? So these companies can help you set up a LinkedIn page, do LinkedIn posts, do LinkedIn group posts, and do LinkedIn campaigns. And they're reasonably priced, $2.99 a month up to $4.99 a month, right? And then you're looking at hundreds of different potential clients in the B2B circle, right? We've got local SEO, right? We want you to partner with a company that can get you ranked number one on the local SEO for business credit and funding. These companies can help you do that, and it's reasonably priced. You're looking at $99, $2.99 a month for these types of services. Okay, we got webinars. Okay, the software comes with these five white label ebooks, right? We got venture angel capital, angel investor capital, and where to begin and to grow, the guide to excellent personal credit, business funding request, business credit score fast. Okay, so these companies will take these ebooks and create a webinar, and that webinar can be on autopilot and be a lead generation tool to the scan, right? That's what I'm talking about. So we're giving you a lot of tools to generate these clients fast, right? If you got one client that's become the VIP business credit coach, I sell my VIP business credit system for 3,500. All right, that covers the cost of the software. The software is only $3,000 for the first year. Okay, and you get your first five clients included, so you can sell five VIP clients for say $3,000 a piece and make $15,000 off a $3,000 investment. Okay, and then that $15,000 you just made can use for marketing, can use for automation tools, things like that nature. Okay, then we have some online ad placements. I don't know how to do it. I have to hire somebody to do my ads and do my social media and do all these things. I know how. I know funding. I know credit. I know, and I know I'm a sales guy. I'm familiar with these things. Okay, so you want to find the resources. So we got you the resources to do Facebook ads, Instagram ads, LinkedIn ads, retargeting ads, demographic, targeting ads, interest targeting. Okay, this is not a language I speak well, but these guys do. So everybody that's in the software has been vetted and approved by us. So we don't put just anybody in here and then hope for the best. With these people, these companies that we were recommending, and we don't make any money off of it either. So we're giving these resources to you so you can help you grow your business, right? Networking events. Who do you want to network with in your community? Right here, right? Chamber of Commerce, to community meetup events, trade shows, franchise shows, mentoring and guru events, networking events. Host your own event. Host your own business credit and funding event. All right. Then we got some white label things in here that you can use for lead generation. We got email templates, landing pages, lead call scripts, after scan email campaigns. So a whole plethora. And then on every step, there's a video avatar. And some of these steps, there's also a secondary video to help you understand how to utilize these steps all throughout the software. Okay, so I'm telling you, this is a game changer. And then if you've been watching some of my other lives, you know all the stuff that we got coming. All right, we got the UCC database coming. So now you can, when a business is entered, and we can check to see if there's any UCC filings on that business, right, and see if they're in good standing or if they're not, right? Because that can hinder somebody from getting funding if they got a negative UCC filing, right? A negative UCC filing would be a loan that they defaulted on, right? A good UCC filing is a loan that they got and they are keeping up with the payments and it's in good standing. It builds trust with other lenders and creditors. Okay, we have that coming. We have the Secretary of State database for all 50 states, where you can check to see if that business is in good standing, or do you have to renew their with their Secretary of State annually to maintain? Because some lenders will not loan to you if you're not in good standing with the Secretary of State. Things like that. Right? Some people forget about that stuff, and they'll go years without renewing that. And if you're a state you have to pay taxes on, you have to pay those taxes before you can renew and become and get back in good standing. So all those little things is coming. We're also getting My Score IQ 3 bureau FICO 8 scoring for personal credit, and 2 business credit scores are going to be directly imported into the software, and we're going to use that data to more accurately do our funding quotes, right? So if I show you what that looks like, we go back to the member section, right? And I go to that client I just added. Now I'm on the phone with the client doing a consult, and I'm going to go through and ask the client these series of questions, and then the system is going to generate a funding score based on this model, right? So if they're doing corporate only financing, this is the funding range based on the score that is generated here from answering these questions, right? And then on the personal and business funding ability, right? So now you're talking about, because most business loans are going to be PG, right? If there's a specific protocol that you must meet for corporate only financing, and since I brought it up, what is it? Let me show you what it is. It's right here, right? You got your finance and your credit expert tab under financing. This is all your money right here, right? How to make 10K per client, become a finance and credit expert, credit-based funding programs, asset-based funding programs, equipment programs, 200 direct lenders, 244 credit card companies. So this is all these things in here are going to help you make money. All right. So in this tab here, the first one is corporate only financing. So we know right here that the client has to meet this criteria to apply for corporate only financing. What is that criteria? It is 10 plus trade lines, reporting trade lines, business credit trade lines, 10 of them, right? And at least a 70 PAYDEX score or above on 3 of the business credit bureaus, right? All the 20 items in lender compliance completed. Hey, you got to have a minimum bank rating score of a low 5. What is a low 5 bank rating score? I'll answer that in a minute, or you can catch one of the previous slides where I talked about. Establish comparable credit and the amount requesting, right? So you're saying you got an 80 PAYDEX score, you walk into a bank and say, I need a $100,000 loan, and they're going to pull your business credit and they show you have no comparable credit. You're not getting a loan. In the story, okay? You have to build that comparable credit, And then once they see that you have access to $100,000 and multiple resources, they'll say, oh, okay, other financial institutions have trusted you. We can trust you too, right? That's all they're trying to do. It's the same thing on a personal end. And I say this all the time. You got a $5,000 credit card, if you go to another credit card company, they're most likely going to give you another credit card of equal or greater value than the one you already have because they want you to use theirs over the one you already got, right? They're going to give you an introductory rate of 0% for 12 to 24 months or something like that, or 18 months or something like that. Okay. The business entity type LLC or a corporation, not a sole proprietor, not a partnership, you have to be consistent, have that entity set up consistently on all platforms, reporting it to all platforms. A verifiable business presence locally, nationally, and with 401. So this is the protocol. This is the protocol. If your client does not meet that protocol, do not apply for corporate only financing because they will not get approved. As simple as that. Okay. So that's the type of stuff you're getting with the software. Then we have a training section on training what lender compliance is, how to train to do a live VIP coaching call, uh, credit optimization, funding programs, business success, promotional messages, unbranded ebooks. I told you about closing remarks. Okay. We got, that said the 244 credit cards. All right. How about credit based programs? All right. These are the credit based programs, business credit cards, business lending credit units, SBA loans, all right, private lending credit lines, peer-to-peer business lending, and bridge financing. So you need a minimum of 680 credit score, right? So you have the profile, your client, this is the client profile right here. The client needs to meet this profile to apply for these type of loans, okay? And then down here, we have a list of supporting documents that usually a minimum, right? Not total, because every lender has their own protocol, right? But when you get to the lender section, you can partner with all the lenders directly. We got about 10 lenders for each loan product, right? So you want to do revenue-based loans, click on revenue-based loans, click on search, and it pulls up 10 different lenders that do this type of funding, right? A lot of these lenders will do more than one type of funding. They do 5 or 6 different loan types, all right? But I always recommend that you partner with 3 or 4 of them and then learn their protocols, they get their guideline sheet. And so when your clients start coming in from those scans, you know exactly which banks to take them to for the loan product that they pre-qualify for. Okay. This is the type of stuff that Black Label CRM will provide you. Now, I know what everybody's asking. Okay. Let me go ahead and keep it on the share and go to uh, the pricing page. Okay. So the annual plan is $29.97, right? That gives you your setup, right? We got to set it up, that subdomain or that private, white label domain on your primary domain, subdomain on your primary domain. That's what that includes. It also includes your first year, right? And it also includes your first 5 clients for business credit only. You can do all the funding you want and you're good to go. All right. And then unlimited use of the scan. Okay. So that's $3,000. All right. And it takes us about 3 days to set it up once we get everything, all the tech stuff out the way. We got to make sure we got your domain, your emails, everything's got to be consistent and on the same domain. And then when we start building out and we deliver it to you, it's a complete package, right? With your logo on it, with your pricing on it, things like that, right? If you want the business builder, now the business builder, Black Label CRM Business Builder, is basically cloning my system for you, right? Under your company name, on your domain, right? So it comes with the software. It comes with the integrations of your appointment scheduling, your text messaging automation, your email drip campaign, your Twilio setup. That's what I use for my phone system because it's so much cheaper than anybody else. I spend less than $100 every 2 months for 4 businesses and 10 different phone numbers. Right? You only got one business and one phone number. It's going to be a lot cheaper, right? But it does have the automated text messaging feature, the fraction of a penny. So anytime somebody books an appointment with me, they automatically go into my email text campaign until they opt out, right? So that's the same thing you're going to get. Sorry, we missed you. Please schedule an appointment. All right, things like that. Appointment reminders for upcoming appointments. I have them go out the day before, an hour before, 30 minutes before. right? And they have to respond. Are you still available for this appointment? Type, respond yes. So I'm putting those things in place and giving them to you as well. We got your form builders, your workflow, your landing pages, and then we have your email and marketing templates. So the software comes with 60 emails, 20 that are already in the software that go out over the first 40 days for everybody that completes the scan to nurture them, right? Then there's two PDFs in there with a list of emails that you can copy and paste and use those as well. But we're going to also provide you 20 more emails for nurturing business credit and funding emails. We're going to give you those 10 automated text messages. We're going to give you 15 social media posts, 4 blog posts to help you, your SEO. Blog posts are really important for SEO. Okay, then we're going to give you a welcome email sequence templates, right? It's a list of emails that can be going out as a welcome email. We got nurturing email templates, sell email templates. We got the 101 email subject lines that attract attention. We got a TikTok marketing ebook. We got a modern niche marketing ebook, Instagram for beginners ebook, social media marketing made simple ebook, and internet marketing for beginners ebook. So you get everything, the complete automation, the software, and the build out with all the content for $10,000. But we finance both of these. So if you want this one and then add this later, you can add this later. Or if you want to start with this one and see if you want to apply for financing, we can see if we can get you approved for the $10,000 for the financing, and then you're up and running. As simple as that. Okay. So what you're going to do now is, if you do not have the software, you're going to go ahead and schedule an appointment and schedule a live demo with me, and I will be happy to walk you through all the aspects of the software, all the ins and outs. The live demos take about an hour because I'm going over all the admin section and the client portal, so you see it from both angles and know what what you're doing, right? Give you a good understanding of the software so you can be ready to go day one. Now, first, when you get the software, you're gonna have to go through it. You're gonna have to do the legwork. You're gonna have to learn things. You have to do things. You have to put in the work. But if you put in the work, you're gonna succeed. Okay, so I got a question. Okay, Tim, I've been waiting on you, bro. I've been waiting on you. All right, I know you've been following for a while, but I appreciate that. We'll be looking for you on the 15th. All right, and then we got another Facebook question. Is there a funnel? The CRM that I build out for the $10,000 package does come with the funnel builder, right? And if you have like a free ebook to get them into the funnel, and then we can build out a funnel campaign for you. Yes. So I would say yes, but we still need to develop the contact, map out the workflow, and then create your funnel and put it out there. But the scan is the ultimate lead gen, because you got unlimited use of that for free, right? Or included, not free, but it's included for life of the software. Okay, as long as you have the software, you can have unlimited use of that scan, right? So if you use that as a lead gen to your funnel, or one of the ebooks as a lead gen to your funnel, or one of the email campaigns, or even the marketing tools that we provide you, we can, it's not that complicated to build a funnel, and you're going to have trial and error, right? That's why we do A/B testing in marketing, so we know which ad or which post or which video, what is getting the more traction, right? What is the messaging that's resonating with your clients and your demographic? You got to know who your audience is, okay? And I kind of have a simple formula to identify who your audience is. You, right? So the people that that your message resonates with, right? Because it's your message, it's coming from you, so it's going to resonate with people that have similar interests and similar desires than you. So you don't have to overthink that. I want to do a shotgun. I want everybody. No, you don't. You don't need to do that, and you're making it more difficult for yourself when you hone in on and target your audience, your niche market, your demographic, the ideal client that's going to uh, resonate, with your messaging. That's who you want to sell to. I'd rather have 100 of those people signing up for the business credit builder or applying for funding than trying to shotgun everybody and just getting kind of a trickle down type effect. If you can craft and hone in who your ideal client is, and that's what I'm saying. If you can find a niche, restaurants, or small or women business owners, or things like that, veterans, or something like that. There's a wide range of different niches. You can do private contractors, plumbers, electricians, drywall, carpenters, things like that, roofers, those type of landscaping companies. They all need business credit. They all need funding, right? So you can really hone in, and that doesn't say you can't pivot to other groups. I'm just saying have one to start with and start generating some consistent leads from that particular niche market, and then do it again with another niche market. I mean, listen, guys, there's 500,000 new businesses formed in America every month. There's already 33 million businesses across the country, right? So with half a million starting every month, the industry is wide open. All right. You can, I mean, you don't need a lot of clients to sell business credit to make a good, decent money or to get the funding. And here, who's your ideal client for funding? Everybody. Why? Because everybody needs money. If you're an entrepreneur, are you starting your own business? You're still working your 9 to 5, trying to build your side hustle. All these type of clients, or the one that's been around for 10, 20, 30 years, and they've been using their personal credit and their business income, but they don't have any online presence. They don't have any marketing. They've been built their business for reputation and being a staple in the community for years. We all have that mechanic or that business owner that still, but he might not take checks or credit cards. He might say, "Oh, just give me cash." But my point is, if if those businesses, those small mom and pop businesses, need to transition and add some modern features like social media marketing and advertising and things like that, because now there's more people to compete with in those industries, and they need to stand out more, and to keep the pace up with the modern technology. These are ideal clients. All right. I don't know who your niche market is. You know, all you got to do is craft your messaging that resonates with that niche market, and you will never be without a client. Okay. Listen, guys, I'll try to keep these down to 30 minutes, but I just want you to know Black Label CRM and this particular topic of client acquisition is we give you the tools and the resources so you can hit the road running, and have an idea, a path, a plan to generate those clients, to get them into your scan, get them pre-qualified. Now, quite frankly, if they don't pre-qualify for a loan product, I don't spend a lot of time with them. Right? I'm going to refer them to someone that can help them with their personal credit, because that's probably the main thing that they're lacking. If it's business income, then we got to look at a whole other demographic. We might have to look at peer-to-peer funding or startup business loan funding, so they can get the capital they need to start their business, but they got to have good personal credit, and they got to have income to get that type of financing to start their business. So, but I'm not saying I'm not going to tell them no or turn them away. I'm saying they're going to get all my attention, because I want to focus my attention on the ones that are pre-qualified, that I can get into a loan product sooner than later, and then I can put them into the system and get them the loan, and then they can buy my coaching system, business credit coaching, and any other products or services that I offer. So that's the concept, right? So you want to pay more attention on the low hanging fruit, those that they can come in and get funding within the same few days. All right, all right. You guys, I want to thank you for watching. Like always, like, share, follow. If you're not, the Black Label CRM Facebook page, public page, Black Label CRM software members only page, and then YouTube, and I got YouTube, Instagram. Yeah, follow, share with all the social media platforms. And if you got any questions or you want a demo, schedule a meeting. Let me go ahead and drop the website in the comments, and then the appointment calendar is right there on the home page. Thank you guys for your time. My name is Jeremiah Davis. I am the Funding Coach. Peace.